I found the lump probably in March, and I thought it was a cyst. I have cysts, and I knew my annual appointment was coming up in May, so I just waited and mentioned it to my doctor, and he said, well, it's probably all these other benign things, but to err on the side of caution, let's have you do an ultrasound and a mammogram. So I had my appointment with my doctor on a Friday. The following Tuesday, I had a mammogram, an ultrasound, and a biopsy. The next day, they diagnosed me while I was here at work after a bird flew into the window by my desk and died. So kind of an omen, I guess. Then the next day, by the end of that Wednesday, actually, I had an appointment with my oncologist at Stevenson for the following week, as well as an appointment for the next day for an MRI. So within 10 days, I already had a treatment plan in action, and by the beginning of June, I had my port placed and I started chemo.
Chelsee's really part of our K-20 family, and we've known her. She came actually to OU as an undergrad student and worked here at the K-20 Center for 4 years when she was undergrad, became a teacher, and then came back about 3 years ago. And so she's been part of the K-20 family for a long time, and as she's going through this really rough, difficult time, we wanted to be there and help support her and her family.
When we first found out the news that she was diagnosed with breast cancer, it took all of us back, and just also a reality check of, we need to be there for one another, and no matter if we work with each other every day or just part of this K-20 family, we're all there for one another, and it's just a reminder that we got to step up.
First, I have work at an awesome place that lets me work from home when I'm not feeling too hot, which, as I progress, is more often than not. But also my oncologist had said that, for her patients, she really encourages them to go to work and to try to live as normal a life as possible, so you don't really have to battle depression or feel lonely, which are two things that are really common for cancer patients. So getting out of my house and seeing people doesn't let me, have a pity party for one with my dog at home. So it's nice to get out and do things as normal. It has made a significant difference in how I feel about treatment and about myself, really. I've known some people here since 2007, so it's been really nice to just have that support system. Obviously following surgery, probably not a wise idea for me to be traveling the state and going to schools. But yeah, as long as I feel up to it, I'm gonna either be working from home or I'm going to be up here or at schools. I've worked since I was 14. I don't like just sitting. Yeah. It's not my nature.
Right. Chelsee's an incredible person. She is caring. The character that you all talked about for the paper, she is full of character in all ways. She is kind. Her job here at the center is about helping other educators across the state of Oklahoma, and she does that in such a caring way, and everything is about teaching and making a difference for students in Oklahoma and making a difference for people, and that's Chelsee.
So Chelsee uses her situation to teach others about her experiences, what she's going through. She asks questions and answers questions for anyone that has ever wondered or cared about what a cancer patient goes through. And she shares her experiences through social media and allows people to ask and answer questions. And it's very helpful to those people that haven't had that experience before.
So I read the statistic that 1 in 3 Oklahoma women will be diagnosed with a form of cancer and 1 in 2 Oklahoma men will be diagnosed with cancer. And I didn't know that prior to my diagnosis. I didn't really have a family history. I'm 29. I'm not supposed to have breast cancer. And then I realized that so many of us, we know someone with cancer, but we don't know what that. We don't know what that entails. So if I can educate people with what a port looks like, or chemo, they don't just hook you up to 18 different drugs and say, okay, sit there for 6 hours. It's a process. Then hopefully people aren't so scared.